Hello my friends and welcome back to another Brotato Danger 5 random run, where we take a random character and random weapon, try to beat Danger 5 with it. I've just been enjoying going back through the characters again, so we're just going to keep doing vanilla random runs for as long as I'm still having fun, and just try out new character weapon combinations, because I think that you can actually learn a lot just using unusual weapons with specific characters, and it's been a great time doing it so far. So let's jump in and see what character we get and what weapon we get. Alright, we got the Mutant. Mutant is a great character, and there's lots of different weapons that you can use that will all be very efficient on the Mutant. But let's roll and see what we get. Alright, Mutant with Shotgun. This is one of the harder weapon character combos, I think, because shotguns are just very expensive. The base price for this weapon is very high, so the item price penalty for the Mutant is going to make it fairly hard for us to actually get our weapon set online. Also, we'll need lots of... shotguns need lots of levels in order to function. You really want to hit the highest possible level shotguns as quickly as possible, and it's more difficult when items are more expensive. Still, I think we can make this work, so let's give it a shot. A shotgun, as it were. That was badly positioned by me. I should be trying to line up the enemies so that we hit multiple enemies with the same blast. Try to maximize our farm here. Should usually be able to get 3 in a single shot if I position correctly. I left a lot of materials on the ground there, which was pretty bad, but hopefully we won't get punished for it in the shop. I'm going to roll here because on the Mutant we're looking for harvesting or luck, like most characters, but luck is so important for the Mutant that it's very good to roll for it early. Though I will take a range damage, it's just so good for the shotguns. Here, I'm actually going to take 5 luck over 6% speed. Luck increases the quality of the level ups that you're offered, and we're going to be offered so many level ups that the more we boost this early, the stronger the Mutant will be. Also, any items we drop from crates, which are influenced by luck, which the frequency is influenced by luck, will be worth correspondingly more because our items are more expensive. So you just want to get this stat as high as possible, as quickly as possible on this character, and it's absolutely worth rolling aggressively and taking it over other good stats in order to make that happen. Grab a shotgun here, which is great, and then we can roll, lock another shotgun, so I would say this is going fairly perfectly so far. The only thing that could be going better is if we'd found even more luck early. And I could have re-rolled again. Could have rolled that range damage. I did want to make sure that we had enough damage because normally a lot of your damage on most characters comes from the base damage of your weapons. Shotgun suffers a little bit in that respect. So it was important to me to make sure that I actually got some damage on my shotgun so we could clear the waves. Let's definitely take more luck, and then here we'll take a level 2 harvesting, and this is why this luck is so good, because we're more likely to find these level 2 upgrades. As well, of course, we're level 5 already, so we're guaranteed a level 2 upgrade with this next one, and we're going to take 10 more luck. Here we are... Oh, this is really interesting. So I don't have enough money to pick up the shotgun and the fertilizer. And obviously we want both, because getting harvesting online early is really important. However, with only 2 weapons going into wave 3 and them being shotguns, I'm actually feeling a little uncomfortable with my wave clear. I think we might make more money if I just buy the 3rd shotgun rather than the fertilizer. Almost always, normally, it's right to buy fertilizer, even in the first 2 shops. It's the only only item you'll buy over whatever weapon you're rolling for for most characters. But for this specific build where we need to have our weapon set online, I think I am going to buy the shotgun, lock the fertilizer obviously, and then roll, and we're looking for more shotguns here. Yeah, we'll lock shotgun here as well. Okay. Get to save 15 here, and I think this will pay off because we just need to kill 8 more guys as a result of having the 3rd shotgun in order to justify that purchase. Slightly more than that, but because of the growth of the fertilizer. But I think this shotgun will easily kill 8 enemies for us, and probably more than that, so I think it will have paid for itself more than the fertilizer would have. Yep, more luck every time. We'll just take it every time we see it. Once we get a little bit more, we'll start buying... we'll start rolling for higher level upgrades, but for now we just want to take it every time we see it. This is another very interesting pick. I'm going to take the flat range damage. I do obviously want more harvesting. We could get to over 21 because we're buying a fertilizer, but 3 damage is so much and will help a ton in the early game here. And then here we're going to buy the fertilizer and the shotgun, lock the level 2 shotgun, and then I've already got a weapon locked, so I don't really need to re-roll. We'll just save our 4. Honestly, I was thinking this might be a more difficult combo, but it's looking... one thing that's nice about the Mutant is ranged damage, flat range damage, obviously is good for shotguns. And where you get flat range damage in most builds is from level ups. So Mutant gets you more of that, which makes it a little bit more likely that we'll have a lot of flat damage for our shotguns here. I'm going to re-roll this. We could take one of these level 2 upgrades or the 5 harvesting, but I think we can do better. We'll roll again here, and then, great, we got 10 harvesting, which is better than 5 harvesting. And then here, we will re-roll one more time. I'm willing to spend 10 on that, and I'll take the attack speed. Attack speed is quite useful for this build, so I really want to make sure that we get that going early. Then we'll buy a shotgun. I'll re-roll once. We're guaranteed to see a weapon in this shop, so we're looking to lock another shotgun so that we can max out our weapon set early. Whether we go regen or lifesteal on this build is interesting as well. Shotgun fires pretty infrequently, so normally you want lifesteal on ranged builds, but shotgun is maybe an exception. It fires a lot of pellets, but the way that lifesteal works in Brotato, you can only get 1 lifesteal per attack maximum, so multiple pellets in the same attack do not give you more lifesteal total. They increase your chances of lifesteal, but because it's just going to hit more enemies, but they don't increase the total healing that you get, so you can end up with relatively slow healing if you rely on lifesteal with shotguns. It's still probably the right way to go about healing rather than doing regeneration, but we'll see what we end up rolling. I'm going to recycle the onion. We do want movement speed, but lowering our luck would be a huge penalty for this build. And then here, we're guaranteed, this is our level 10 upgrade, because we're level 12, we've got 3 level ups, so this is our level 10 upgrade. That means we're guaranteed to see a level 3 level up here, level 3 or higher. I'm going to just go with attack speed. I think we're suffering a little bit in terms of wave clear, so I want to pick that up. And then here we got a level 3 lifesteal, so I'll just take that. And then here, a level 2 luck. We're going to want more armor and start building dodge defensive stats at some point, of course, but for now, just more luck is where we're at. Scar is not typically very good on Mutant because you already have plus 200% XP gain, so the increase, the relative increase is low. The percentage that it increases your XP gain is relatively low. So we're just going to skip it here. We'll buy the 2 shotguns. The question is, do I want 3 level 2s or 1 level 3? Normally on shotguns, it's best to get one of them to a very high level early. So you would combine these level 2s into a level 3. But I think for this, we're going to at least stick with 2 level 2s, and then we'll try to combine... after this, I'm going to try to combine to as high a level as possible, just to make sure that we're still having reasonable wave clear. Reroll here. I'll take the lens. I think that's a good pickup for us. Very happy that I got that attack speed upgrade. That's making this much smoother. So very pleased with that decision and having rolled that upgrade. Trying not to walk into too many enemy attacks here. Playing this run in the middle of the afternoon instead of my usual late at night, so my reflexes are off because true gamers come online at midnight. We are going to probably just take attack speed here. I also have no percent damage at all, but I think I want more speed before I pick up percent damage, and then we'll take 15 luck here as well. Here I'm going to just buy this rather than combine, so we're going to grab a level 3 shotgun, and then Recycling Machine is very good for the mutant. Even though it costs more, the items that you're recycling will also cost more, so it's equivalently as good. Rather, I should say, Recycling Machine isn't as bad as it seems for Mutant. It's still slightly worse than for other characters, because it costs more, but the items you're recycling are correspondingly more expensive, so you get more money. But money is worth less than it is for other classes, because everything costs more, so that amount of money that you're getting is less valuable than it would be for other classes. Still a good item, though, because it's going to give us a lot of money, and that's always good. Here I'm going to reroll once, because I'd like to lock, if possible, another shotgun. I will say we've gotten quite lucky on rolling all these shotguns. I think we have more than the average that you'd expect. I think we have the damage to let these hatch, so I'm just going to, do that. Because once they get close to you, the DPS that you output to close up enemies with the shotgun when all of the pellets are hitting the same target is incredible, so we can just let the slashers hatch. And because all the shots pierce, they'll still clear the rest of the waves. Got our very first crate, which is a little unlucky. Given we've been buying luck very aggressively, you'd expect more crates. I think that's our first. It might be our second, but alright, well, we got 2 this wave, so I guess I should stop whining. I do want to boost my lifesteal, but the attack speed is pretty relevant. I think I will recycle this, though. We have Recycling Machine, so this is a huge boost to our economy. And then, when it only costs 50, I'll probably just take the Scar. I don't care about losing range. And then here, I wouldn't mind harvesting. This is our level 15 upgrade. We're, again, guaranteed a level 3. Harvesting would be nice. I could roll for more luck. I'm just going to take movement speed, though. We have no bonus movement speed right now, so I want to start getting our other stats online, and we'll take 3 armor here as well. Then we'll grab another level 2 or level 3 shotgun, take a ranged damage, and do I want the duct tape? I think not, because our maximum HP is pretty bad, so I'm going to avoid that. Here we will buy all of these, but let's start with the shotgun, because it gives me more wave clear, and then tree, and then I guess I can afford the helmet as well. And we'll lock the blindfold. We want dodge and crit chance, so we want to start building those soon. Even on Mutant, where it's more expensive, blindfold's still just a very efficient item if you're building any crit chance. Percent damage is obviously currently a problem for us, or if not a problem, then a weakness of this build. Even a small amount of percent damage would increase our damage output a lot, because currently it's very low. So we'll keep an eye out for that in our level ups and everything else. Alright, I want to kill this loot alien, so I'm chasing him down. Got him. Lots of materials on the ground, by the way, so we should keep an eye out for baby geckos and stuff like that. It might help out this build. We'll recycle the snake. We're not going to use that. And then going into wave 9, I think I will still just take this Scar again. Very happy to see a max HP upgrade. We're at 27 max HP, so we'll just grab that. We'll take the blindfold and then reroll. Yet another shotgun is great, so we can continue to upgrade our shotguns. Here, though, I'm going to go for a level 4. Shotgun, just try to get one of these to maximum. It's more pellets, so the reason that shotgun does so well with these is it's more pellets, it's more piercing, so it does more damage across the map, and each pellet does individually more damage as well, so the level 4 shotgun increases its damage massively compared to earlier levels. I will take Glass Cannon. We need the damage, so that will reduce our armor back down to 1, but the 25% damage will be a huge boost to our damage output. And then I will reroll once to see if there's anything we want here. I could lose 1 range damage to grab a Peaceful Bee and boost my dodge. The harvesting will never pay for itself, basically, and the range damage is very important. Notice that the damage scaling on the level 4 shotgun also goes up significantly, so it's 85% if you're ranged at level 2, and 100% at level 4, which is great. But I think I will buy the Peaceful Bee. We do want to build dodge, so at this point, obviously the harvesting is not a huge consideration, but the fact that it is giving us 4 dodge and doesn't really cost us that much, thanks to the harvesting, means that I think it's worth buying. I will try to fairly aggressively buy more flat ranged damage in my next couple levels, though. So you can see, even with relatively low lifesteal, because we're firing a lot of pellets, most of our attacks lifesteal at least somewhat, but each individual attack never gets me more than 1 HP. So that's how the mechanic works. And it's worth keeping that in mind when you're building lifesteal on a shotgun build. I'd say that's a pretty weak Wave 9, honestly. We only made 480 and only got 1 crate, even with 50 luck. Our luck isn't amazing at this stage for the Mutant. You would definitely want higher, but we've been able to buy other good stats a lot of the time. I'm going to reroll this. We have 50 luck, and it's Wave 9. We're level 20. We should be able to get a level 2 upgrade. Yeah, we'll take the level 4 upgrade and grab some more dodge here. Here I'm just going to grab more luck. I do actually want to boost that more, even at this later stage. And then we could take crit chance. This is our level 20 upgrade. We're again guaranteed a level 3. I could go up to up to 50 HP, which would be nice to hit before I hit the elite. I could also take some lifesteal to guarantee us the healing. Dodge, not bad. That would get me to 30% as well. We're also about to reduce our armor. So there's a lot of different options here. I think rather than reroll a bunch, I'm just going to grab the dodge. If I can get that to 60 pretty early, that will help a lot as well. We'll take the glass cannon here, and Broken Mouth is great. That's going to get us almost to 50 HP by itself. And then, now that I have 1 level 4 shotgun, I think I'm going to focus on spreading out the damage across my weapons. Do I want to lock this gambling token? We'd go to 0 armor, but up to 38 dodge. I think we'll pass on that. I'll just reroll once, and then we can lock a bunch of more valuable items for us. So the one thing I didn't find that shop was flat damage. But our wave clear is still okay, so I'm not too worried about it right now. We're going to need more damage, a lot more damage, in the next 2 waves before we fight the elite, so that's something I just need to really keep an eye out for. Breaking that tree, picking up that crate, making sure that we're keeping our health reasonably topped up. Also, trying to pick up as many of these materials as possible. We're leaving a lot of materials on the ground in these waves, thanks to the piercing and long range of our weapons, so I really need to make sure I'm not leaving too many on the ground, getting behind. Also, we want that money to spend. Rip and Tear. We actually have a surprising amount of melee damage, but we're just going to recycle that. It's worth 126 to recycle it. I'm going to grab the armor here because we have no armor currently, so... or we're down to only 1 armor currently, so that'll help a lot. I could go to 36% dodge. I think I'm going to reroll here, and we're just looking for damage stats. I'll take the crit chance, I think. The luck I want as well, but we just need to boost my damage before I go into the elite fight. So here we're going to upgrade our weapons, buy this blindfold, and then roll. And then community support is great. That's going to give me a huge boost to my damage output. We've got an item locked, so I don't really need to worry about rolling some more. We've already rolled once, so let's go to the next wave. 50 HP is 51 HP. is plenty. We also get more HP on the Mutant than on most characters. You just get more base HP, because you get 1 HP every time you level up. So we don't have to buy that much HP to hit reasonable values. Trying to kill these rib cages before they get too fast and start hitting me, but also take down the ranged enemies. The one thing that this build is missing at this point, or that you would want to have focused on a little more, is just luck. We should probably have 120, 150 luck by this point in the game, and we're sitting in the 70s, I think. So if you're looking to build Mutant, you should focus it even harder than I did here. Yep, more armor. That will stop us from getting one shot. I could take 3 armor here. I'm okay with 5, though, so I'm going to roll for damage and go up to 85 luck or take 2 damage. We're going into the elite wave, so I think I have to just take damage. We're going to buy community support, so I don't need the attack speed as badly. But let's roll and yeah, more critical chance I think is fine. Then I'll boost my attack speed with both of these. Do a reroll here. And very happy to get the Cyclops Worm as well. Our percent damage is extremely low, so I'll buy that. Lock the Adrenaline, because our dodge is obviously very good and only going to get better. If we weren't playing a random build, we could have considered selling a gun to buy the Obliterator. Obliterator is excellent against elites, so that would make us much better at killing the elite. But for this build, I'm just going to stick with shotguns. Alright, here's the elite. I think we'll have the DPS to take it down pretty quickly. Just got to follow this guy around, because it runs away from you, then it'll start chasing us, then it's going to start running away again. Tanking a lot of hits here, so I need to be a little careful. I misplayed that fight. I put myself in the corner, and you want to shove the elite into the corner. I think I did that in a recent video as well, too, so just need to play better against that elite. What you want to do is be on the outside of the elite's area with it stuck in the corner, like down here, so that it doesn't have room to maneuver away from you, since it'll start trying to move away from you in its third form, and you have room to dodge all of its attacks. The upside of doing it the way I did is that the other enemies were coming from the same direction as the elite, so our attacks were hitting all the enemies at once, but generally you just want to pin it against the edge of the arena. This is kind of a perfect item for us. We get 10% damage and we get 5 flat range damage, which is what we need. We do lose some other stats, but this is going to increase our damage significantly, so very happy there. And then this is our level 25 upgrade, so we're guaranteed a level 4. Here I'm just going to take 16% damage. Our percent damage really could stand to be a lot higher, so I'm going to grab that. I'll take 3 lifesteal to make sure that we've got some healing. Now that our range damage is a little higher, I don't need to focus on that as much. Here, I'm going to buy the shotgun, go up to a level 4 shotgun, and then combine and buy another level 1. Do 1 reroll to see if there's something we want to lock. Actually, there's a lot of things we want to lock. I think we're going to pass on the crown here. We wouldn't be able to buy it until the wave 13 shop, and our harvesting isn't that high, so I think we will just pass on it, but obviously we want all 3 of these. Mutant isn't the most mechanically complex character. Like, once you've learned just by luck, this character gets relatively easy. But it's one that I always enjoy playing. It's just fun and satisfying. Leveling up a lot is always fun. I do need to get a little more armor or max HP here, because right now the hits that I'm taking are a pretty big percentage of my health pool.
Yeah, we'll take another medal. We're reducing the crit chance I so painstakingly bought, but this is such a good item for us anyways that it's worth picking up. Here I'm going to reroll. We don't need either of these level 4s, and we can definitely do better. Take the flat damage here, just increase my damage output. And then let's grab the adrenaline and the medal here. We're up to 40% dodge. Obviously, we want to hit 60% soon, but we should be okay until then. And I will still buy the wings. 13% speed is pretty good. I was thinking of maybe not buying it because we got the second medal, so we're up to 13%. But I usually like to go up to 20 or 25%, so we'll buy the wings here. That'll just make future elite fights much easier. One thing we haven't found for this build is increased enemy spawns, which is part of why our farm has looked a little weak on these waves. It's just there's not as many enemies on the field as you would find if we'd found Gentle Alien or Mouse. And obviously, those items are really good for the Mutant, because you get the bonus XP gain, so killing enemies is worth correspondingly more. Those items, of course, good for every character, but even more notably good on the Mutant. I really want Sift's Relic or something. We're leaving so much on the ground. I'm going to recycle the Bean Teacher. At this point, we're not going to get many more levels out of it, and 163 is definitely worth picking up. Sad Tomato is not totally worthless on this character. It would give us a reasonable amount of extra regen, and starting at half HP isn't that big a penalty because you'll just heal it back up with your lifesteal before you're ever under threat. But I think we just want the money more for other stuff, and if I didn't have a recycling machine, I might not recycle. I might take it, but as is, I think I'm just going to recycle it. I'll buy the crit chance here, just try to get to more damage, and then let's buy the wings and the shotgun. Roll again. Bandana gives us lower damage and more piercing, but we lose 30% damage with every pierce, so more piercing is not actually good on the shotgun. It doesn't really do anything. Our last bullets wouldn't be doing any damage anyways, so we're going to skip that, and then we can reroll for more items that we care about more. Mutation I'm going to pass on, even though it's on theme for the Mutant. So you can see now we have a bunch of level 4 shotguns. We're able to pretty easily clear the wave because the level 4 shotgun just cleaves through all the enemies very quickly. And that's why you want to level shotguns up to their max level early. I like the constant tick, 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 tick of enemies spawning. On these horde waves. Yeah, we'll take more HP, definitely need that. Let's reroll this. We want stats that we actually care about. 9% dodge we definitely care about. We're almost at dodge cap now. And then here, more percent damage is probably the thing that we want from this. I could also reroll it to see if we get another stat we want more, but 16% damage is still quite good for this build at this point. Baby with a Beard is going to be even more wave clear for us, so I think I'll grab that over buying the other two first. I guess we can afford the whetstone anyways. Then we'll leave the shotgun locked. This is also a way to get multiple lifesteals out of a single shot. Is it not firing off of every enemy? It seems to not be triggering off of every enemy. I'm not sure. Maybe it only can trigger once per shotgun blast. That would be weird.
Because it should trigger off of enemy death. No, I think it is triggering off of every enemy. That is one of the cool things about the random runs is I didn't really there because it is working the way it should, but you find out new mechanics about this game even hundreds of hours in. I'm still learning new stuff about Brotato, which is remarkable for a little cartoon game about potatoes running around shooting aliens. 9% damage for 229 with the Vigilante Ring. I don't know that that's worth it, because it'll be wave 17, 18, and 19. We'll get our percent damage there. So basically I'm buying 9% damage. It probably is still just worth it. Just any damage we get so we can kill the bosses faster is good. Take the flat range damage here. Combine and upgrade my shotguns. And then I will buy 6% damage here as well. It's very expensive, but still good to do that, I think. And then metal detector, if we'd gotten it even slightly earlier, would have been amazing, because it's just more money and more luck. As is, I think I'm going to pass on it, and we'll just buy the 1 range damage from the Hedgehog. We're multiplying our damage quite significantly, because we have 85% damage, 12 crit chance, and yeah, of course, each shotgun blast applies our flat range damage 6 times over. So we kind of have an inherent ×6 multiplier because we're using shotguns. And then our attack speed looks low, but is higher than it looks because we have community support. So our actual attack speed in-game will be higher than that. Where's the elite? He was hiding from me. Tanking a lot of hits here, so I do need to be a little bit careful. Get up to the elite so that we actually attack it, and there we go. Then I immediately walk into another projectile. I think, honestly, #1 item for this build might be Sif's Relic. We're just leaving so many materials on the ground. That would have been more relevant a couple waves ago, back when we needed to buy stuff more. Probably HP is the thing we need, and getting to 60 dodge. Medkit, not amazing, but I guess I'll take it. It's still just going to be a lot of healing, so it's worth picking up. Now wishing I had that sad tomato, by the way, because that would stack very well with our current HP regen. We don't really need more healing, so maybe I could have just taken 250 materials, but I think that one way we die is if I don't lifesteal enough, take a couple hits in a row, so just getting more healing is good. More armor is also very important for this build. That's actually what we need more than anything else. Scar we're going to recycle. Here I'm going to reroll. We're looking for dodge or armor, but high-level versions of those things. Ouch, this is pretty painful. I'll take the 3 regen, I guess, and then I don't know if I need 20 luck more than I need 5 crit chance at this late stage. Probably I still do. That's just also more healing. I'm not going to take the wings. It's a little late to take stone skin as well, and I really need to increase my armor more than I need to increase my health, so I'm just going to roll past all this. Bloody Hand is perfect here, obviously. That's a lot of lifesteal as well as a ton of bonus damage, so we'll grab that. Then we'll lock this bat and go to the next wave. Alright, so dodge, max HP. That's all we really care about. Armor. All of those are very important for this build, but our damage should mostly be sorted at this point. And our healing should be excellent now that we have a bunch more lifesteal from Bloody Hand and the regen from the medkit.
Let's recycle the padding, of course, and then I'll just take the maximum HP so we don't get one shot. Here we will buy the bat. More lifesteal means more damage with the bloody hand. And then the dangerous bunny will not pay for itself at this point. It's wave 19 already. I also don't think we want the propeller hat. I'm just going to roll for more damage at this point. Small magazine is excellent, of course, so we'll buy that. I'll buy the lemonade. I guess I should have bought the lure instead of and locked the small magazine, because now we can't buy lure since we're going into the last wave. So that was a small mistake. We could have gotten 2 more crates. I just got excited because small magazine's so good for this character and forgot we were on the second last wave. But you don't come here for error-free gameplay. Continuing to just farm out the remaining enemies here. We are going to break this tree. Definitely need to find a little more dodge before the end of the game, but we've only got 1 level to do it, so I don't know if we're going to hit our 60 dodge. A little surprised that we haven't found as much as we could have. 100 materials on the ground also in wave 19. That kind of hurts because that's so much material we won't have. We'll recycle the scar here. Okay, well, we found 12 dodge, so problem solved, because we got our level 35 upgrade, which is another guaranteed level 4. So now we're up to 60 dodge cap, which is perfect. Upgrade our shotgun and roll, and upgrade my shotgun. There's a bunch of level 4s. Injection is lower max HP, and we have a ton of % damage, so I don't really need that. I think just... I wouldn't mind the armor here, but we're just gonna... Oh, I can't even buy that shotgun. Alright, I guess I should have got the injection, gone down to 75 HP, because it was the only relevant thing we could have bought. Let's roll and just imagine the things that could have been. Oh, actually, we can buy a tree here. Alright, sure. Tree might be 1 more crate on the field, which might help keep us alive. I actually want to go find this elite and fight him. You want to kill the octopus head first. It's the more dangerous of the 2, and it will follow you around, so it's easier to focus on. So you can see, because our damage is all lifesteal, you can sometimes have problems with the bosses with lifesteal builds, because there's fewer enemies on the field, so there's just fewer things to lifesteal off of. So our healing really was playing catch up in that last wave. But once we killed the first boss and got the full heal, it was pretty easy. Alright, so just taking a quick look at all of our economy items, because that's always fun to do. You can see we got 570 materials from the recycling machine, so it definitely paid for itself. We got it pretty early. And we ended up recycling a lot of items. We rolled a lot of garbage in our crates. And then, other than that, nothing that is really standing out to me as a particularly unusual purchase. The scars got us to level 35. We wouldn't have hit level 35 without the 2 scars, so those paid off. But more XP would have not done anything useful, so I'm glad I passed on the other XP. So that's why you should think about the thresholds of levels you're going to hit when you're buying XP items. Other than that, yeah, we just bought a bunch of high-tier items and killed all the enemies with shotguns. I'd have liked to get a little more luck early, but this build, I'd say, went basically as smoothly as a run can go, and Mutant with a shotgun, recommended. Alright, my friends, hope you enjoyed the video, and of course, as always, if you have, then feel free to leave a comment and like the video. Both of those things help me out a ton with the algorithm, so I appreciate people taking the time to do that. And you can subscribe to my channel for more of this and other strategy game content. Also, if you really enjoy the content and want to support me further, you can feel free to give me some money with the join button or the super thanks buttons below the video. Alright, cheers my friends, thank you so much, and I'll catch you next time.